Say with love in one voice. Saints, we gathered here to remember a saint who lived in Babaji's vision. Saints, I was blessed to have many different relationships with Darji. I thought of him as a friend. I thought of him as a teacher. And I think that was the amazing thing about him was he was able to connect with people of all different ages. He was a very intelligent man. And he was able to make the bridge between Indian culture, American culture, people of old age, as well as young. Saints, one of the greatest admirations I have for Darji was the fact that whenever I would see him or talk to him, whether he was in the hospital or in the bhavan, every time he would say, "I'm doing excellent, I'm doing great." Even though all of us knew he was going through some difficult times physically, he would always say, you know, "I'm doing excellent, everything is going great." Nishank was saying, he would say, "I'm doing super." Saints, I really believe that Darji lived at such a high spiritual level that nothing physically could affect him anymore. Saints, a while back I was reading this book called Tuesdays with Maury, and it's about a teacher who is going through his final stages of life, and through his final stages, he's able to reconnect with one of his students. And every Tuesday, he would meet his student, and they'd go over a subject. And one of the topics they discussed was being positive and being thankful for every opportunity that you have in life. And it's something that reminded me of Darji. Even through his final stages, his student would ask him, "You're feeling so much pain, you know the end is near, how can you stay positive?" He said, "I'm so lucky that I actually have this time to say goodbye to those around me who I love." It's something that reminded me of Darji. He would say that you never know when you take your first or last breath. That's why you should love everyone at every moment. Saints, one of my favorite quotes in the world that Darji had said was, "Love is the only commodity that multiplies when you divide it." Saints, in economics, we learn that all the wealth in the world is like a pie, and every person has a slice of that pie. If you ever want to become more rich, you need to take that pie from someone else, a piece of that pie from someone else. But as Darji would say, that love is such a great thing that when you spread it to others, all you're doing is multiplying it. And to love, as Darji would say, is you need to love yourself before you can learn to love others. And I used to think about this and say, how does that work? How could you love yourself? Should you only care for yourself? Should you be egotistical? And it's the you, when he says a quote, you need to love yourself before you love others. Saints, the you is the observer. It's what you see. It's the critic. The self is your spirit. It's your soul. One needs to love his soul before he learns how to love others. Saints, I remember Darji came to my house about 10, 12 years ago, and I still remember this thing he had told me. He said, "Attend as many sangats as you can, because you never know when you'll learn something that will just change your life forever. It might be through a geet, through a song, through anything. You'll learn something, and it'll just change your life forever." And another thing he said, that if you have any question in life, if there's something going through your mind, if you go to Sangat and seriously dwell on it, you will find that answer in life. And Saints, I've experienced both in my life, and it's very true. I remember just one thing real quickly. Darji would say, there's a story he would say, there's a man talking to God, and he would say, "God, I want peace." And God would answer to him, "Take the I out of your life, take the self out of your life, take the want, take the greed out of your life, and there you have his peace." And I've heard it many times before, but just that instant, it clicked. It made total sense to me that peace is that easily to attain. Saints, lastly, the last time I remember I saw Darji, I was in the hospital the Friday before he had passed away. And I went to see him a few minutes before we left. And then I went in the elevator, we were going down, and just something in me, I wanted to go back to him real quick and just give him a hug, tell him I love you. And I don't know why, I just didn't do it. And after he had passed away, I was feeling very bad about it. I didn't have a chance to say goodbye to him, tell him I love him. And then later on, I finally realized that, Saints, Darji was here in the past, he is here today, and he'll always be here. Darji is not gone. His vichar is encrypted in every message in our Sangha, through every Geet, through vichar, through every song. Saints, lastly, I just wanted to say thank you to Darji, and I pray to Inkar and ask for your blessings, that I can learn more through Darji throughout the Saints here. Saints here with love and one voice.